Hi, my name is John Flynn. This is Copley Advertising. Today we're going to talk about YouTube creators, Instagram marketers, and the great Steffi Lee. YouTube content creators, Instagram influencers, and our case study today, Steffi Lee. What's going on with all this stuff? Well, as you know, Instagram influencers are becoming much more of a fixture in main marketing. A lot of companies reaching out towards Instagram personalities to peddle their stuff. Part of the problem in the marketplace is that there's no organization, so everybody's asking for like all kinds of different money for the same stuff. So it's all over the board. So, but that's normal, with a new kind of marketing outlet that, things would kind of be wild west for a while and then kind of slow down. And that's becoming very sophisticated as Instagram marketers and influencers know their value and are doing things creatively to pitch to their demographic. They're realizing who their demographic is, and they're realizing what products fit within their demographic. So it's not so much, I don't find so much a good, very, we're talking top 1% of 1% here that actually know what they're doing in the sense of pitching corporations to say, hey, I influence this marketplace, you sell this item, let's talk about doing some sort of relationship. Just a sophistication of not talking that language. I've been in marketing sales 20 years. It's a language within itself, just like anything other business. So it's like, I don't think a lot of people are talking the same language yet, but get there. Money always helps with stuff like that. There's money on the table. People have an amazing ability to talk to each other after a short period of time. But YouTube creators have always interested me because for a couple of reasons. One, there's a lot of great YouTube creators. Now I have a YouTube channel, but it's a silly channel. Silly channel because my goal with this channel for me is that it's a marketing outlet for my business. I am a mobile marketing agency. What I do is that I help large companies, Fortune 500 companies, Fortune 300 companies, sit down and design a mobile marketing plan, putting ads in people's smartphones. And then I could drill down by age, behavior, do like expensive pocketbooks, where you are, a small geofence, a large geofence. I could do it by optimization, possibly by app, by operating system, by where you're getting the Wi-Fi signal from, on and on and on and on. So I'm all about that data. See my other videos, I am data driven. So when I sit down with my client and I ask them, we're going to start this campaign, who is the target audience? 9 times out of 10, they are wrong. And I know they're wrong. So I just nod my head and smile. You got my check, right? Okay. And then I run the program, and then we're going to see, because the numbers don't lie. That's what I love about data. Data doesn't lie. And with data, if you get big data, you can make it to little data that's actually better. You focus it, and you focus, and you focus till you get like that small tennis ball of unbelievably great data, right? Because you don't need, data is like, you don't need millions and millions of IDs for data to make it, worth your while. You could just get, like, if you can get that 50,000, diehard people that if you send an email to and ask for $10, they're going to give it to you, you're in business. There you go. $10 a month from 50,000 people for the year is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And then you bring them up to scale, and we'll talk about vertical integration too. We're making a long video. Get some popcorn. So I'm going to put my Walgreen glasses on. There's some stats here I want to read out to you. So, case study today is Steffi Lee. Steffi Lee is from the great state of Massachusetts. And she's a very nice woman. Estimate, I don't know, young, mid-20s. What do I know? I'm old. So she has cystic fibrosis. So that's fatal. She's going to die from that disease. So she's on the nebulizer now, and that will progress. You know, we're not going to get better, make it better, but not better. So that's part of our story right now. So right now she has 92,000 YouTube subscribers on 33 videos. Now that 92,000 YouTube subscribers within itself is not a humongous number. Okay, it's not like, you know, 500,000 or 1 million YouTube subscribers. But what fascinates me with this number is that she has 33 videos out. She got 92 subscribers, 92,000 subscribers. That's amazing. You know, that's amazing. I mean, what it tells me is that she really, you know, overtly or intuitively understood her market, you know, and she had a great formula, which she did. She had both. We'll go over that too. And then on Instagram, she has 32,000 Instagram followers. Again, not like a 1% number, but a good number. It's a nice number. And, you know, I paid a patron thing to talk to her on Skype to peddle her with marketing questions, which has been very uncomfortable and thought I was weird. But, you know, she told me that the Instagram number, I thought, are you going like from Instagram to YouTube? A lot of people do that. They go from Instagram getting them hundreds of thousands of followers and then scooting over to YouTube with that number, having people follow them. No, that wasn't the point. It kind of grow organically on both sides. Well, you know, so that was interesting. So what happened? First, you know, Steffi went on a trip to the United States, cross country, right? So you have this, you know, young woman, terrible disease. Then she goes on a journey. Okay, that's, you know, there's a book out there, okay, called Hero of 1,000 Faces by Joseph Campbell. Joseph Campbell was an author that George Lucas read a lot of before he made Star Wars and said that influenced his Star Wars saga. It just shows how the same story, right, that we've been reenacting in fiction can be traced back to thousands of years ago. We've been basically retelling the same story over and over again. Okay, so any content provider, video content provider, blog content provider needs to read that book, Heroes of 1,000 Faces. I'm sure you can get a YouTube audio version for free or something. You know, I mean, I don't want to be one of those guys who's got to read that book, but I mean, you should just be familiar yourself with that book because it really has, you know, kind of like a structure of what's happening. So there's always a hero. Hero has a problem, you know, then he works on solving his problem, and then there's a big giant almost failure at the end, but then rises above and the story wins. That's basically the timeline of this. So anyway, so we have a main character, Steffi, who's, first of all, incredibly sincere. She's not making any of this up. You know, this is like her. You see her on YouTube, that's pretty much her. I mean, not 100%, but... So, and the story is going cross country, you know, this tiny woman who's got a disease going cross country, which is scary, scared me. And then the hurdles of sleeping in Walmart parking lots, and you know, she's vegan, so getting the vegan food and using the nebulizer in the morning and da 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 da. All with this very, you know, I want to say carefree, but kind of like laughing at danger attitude towards everything. So, and along the way, she starts to like, you know, share more and more about her, you know, personal life and things and about her. So she's becoming more of a interesting character. And then she winds up meeting a couple famous YouTube, Instagram people. So she kind of hooked up with those people along the way, and that obviously brought her profile up. So I think that helped a lot in a sense, and traveled with them, and one of them over in Far East, and you know, kept the same formula, and it was just perfect. I mean, it was like synergy. The other thing about the YouTube, Instagram people she worked with were in the same demographic. So the people she attracts, which I was talking to Stephanie, she thinks she attracts 20 to 24. I think it's younger. I think it's I think it's more 15 to 22. 15 and 22 women coming from middle class to upper middle class with money, definitely money. So, that's kind of where they live. And I think that's a lot where the satellite figures that she has live too. But it's cool to have these satellite figures come in and out because they enhance the story, in different aspects of it. Now I'm making this very clinical. I'm not saying she's sitting here plotting all this. I'm just saying that it's intuitive. Her intuitive behavior in doing this was what always fascinated me, in a sense of it was following like a pretty standard marketing story. So I mean, if you draw this up, you're like, okay, let's bring character B in now. That would happen. So so now, after some tragedy, the car got wrecked, and she's has returned back to the bosom of New England to regroup and to have a part 2, whatever you want to call it, the next saga. The next saga will be launched soon. So this is great. This is like waiting for the second Star Wars, in there. She should really sit home for a while, a couple months. I wouldn't rush, sit home, relax, gather your energy, do some stuff, sell some paintings in galleries in Boston, and then get together for phase 2 of what's going on. But here's my rub. Here's my stuff with these guys. I don't understand. Now, it's great to make content and be on everything and get all this stuff. That's fine. I guess it's like an art thing. I don't know. I'm a sales marketing guy. Everything I do comes to money. Everything, all the work I do, the data analysis, everything is coming to money. And I don't mean that. I mean, yes, it's coming to money, but it's like, that's the money is the how do I explain this? The money is like the side win. It's like, it is the win. You can't live without it. But I'm just saying, I work with the data and the marketing in order to get to the place that I think we need to be, and that's going to get us all the money. So it's like, I'm not blindly driven to the money. I'm blindly driven by the data and my knowledge of the marketplace to move forward in order to see if we can get what we need to see. If not, then we change. That's the beauty part about data. It's like, if it doesn't work, you're regrouping, you try something else. Failure is awesome. If you're not failing, you're not winning. Okay? You got to fail 5 times more than you win. If you're not failing, then you're not winning. So anyway, my complaint has always been with these guys is the vertical revenue model. Why are you not doing the vertical revenue model? I don't get it. Now on a Patreon thing, I want to call it Patron. I'm in a tequila mood. I don't know what that is. But on the Patreon thing, like Stephanie has 14 Snapchat friends, pay $10 a month. Okay, there we go, off. Okay, all right. I would package it a little differently, but let's go with that. Okay, let's pound that a little bit. Let's get up to 50. Okay, that's 50 for $10 a month. That's 500, right? 500 times 12 is $6,000. $6,000. Now, if you write off all the costs you have for traveling, because you're going to LLC yourself, right? You're going to LLC, Stephanie LLC. Then you don't pay taxes on that money. They just go to travel costs and everything else, right? So there you go. Any sales you make with the paintings or anything else, there you go. Goes right into LLC and goes right out. So you got a balance sheet, so you know where you are, right? All right. So now you got the 50 Snapchat people. There you go. All right. Well, I got an announcement. Private Facebook page. Yes, private Facebook page. Right, and then you have some sort of hook on it. See that you're able to interact on a different level than you would on the Spotify page. So you get the private Facebook page for the community. The Steffi community has a private Facebook page, and that's an extra $10 a month, right? So now you got $20. So now you got what, 1,100? No, you get up to 10,000. Around that way, that's $100. $10 a month. Oh, so let's make it 25. So 25 a month, right? So then you over doubled your revenue from before. So then you do that for a while and you have people. Now, what you do is that it's a yearly subscription, right? So you do the first month, you pay for the first month and then you got to lock in for 11 months. So it's like, let's say you pay $25 for the first month, right? And then after the first month, you have to pay for the 11th month afterwards, the rest of the year up front. So then you get all the upfront money, right? It's okay. I mean, things like this only have a 93, 94% retention rate, maybe 97. I mean, there's only 1 or 2 or 3% that go. And if somebody calls and complains, then you just give them their money back. So then you have that aspect of it, right? And then you have like the Stephanie Club. Well, the Stephanie Club meets twice a month, and you do like, you do like a group of people ask you questions on a live webcast. All right, so so that's like an extra, $50 a month. So, well, let's make the whole thing 100. So now you got $100 a month. So you got the $100 a month gets you Spotify, the Facebook page, and the twice a month webcast sessions. Okay, so that's $100 a month. So that's $100 a month per person, right? So $100 a month per person is you're talking, math is really bad, 1,200. So 1,200 now, if you get 10 people, it's 12,000, right? 10 people is 12,000. You get 20 people, mention it once in a while. That's $24,000 through your LLC that will pay for everything. Well, you travel and everything else. You're not going to really pay taxes on that money. I'm not saying you shouldn't pay taxes, but you're probably not going to pay taxes, right? Because you're going to run it through that. Then after that, you could do gallery showings. You could do meet and greets in Boston. That's like $150 a head or $200 a head. You could do a gallery, then a meet and greet. And then, you could do trips, in a sense, like, meet me in Rome for $10,000. Now, all that is years away. Years away. In fact, this whole model is going to take time. Not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a lot of work, and different work than playing with the video editor. This is a whole different story. This is business, right? So, I mean, this kind of leaves a little taste in your mouth. But this is just not for Stephanie. This is for all you. I don't understand why all you creators out there aren't doing this. Why not? Why aren't you doing it? You're just going to sit there and make a video and then edit it and then fall asleep and call it a day into the next one? Counting heads? Is that what you guys do? You can't, I got more heads than you. Who cares? I don't want heads. I want money. You can have 100,000 heads more than me. But if I'm utilizing my heads, right, per dollar per head, which you darn right I'm going to figure that out on a piece of paper, then, that's much more valuable to me, right? And then email. You need everybody's email to make announcements, right? And get a little sell stuff. I'm having to sell on all my gallery stuff and all my, once a month newsletters. All that stuff, very important. Why is there not this thing? What is it about YouTube creators? I don't get it. All right, that was the longest video ever. Sorry. John Flynn, Copley Advertising. Go to copleyadvertising.com. If you have any questions, please email me or call me. 617-595-0138.